This isn't somebody who's calling from their couch, somebody who's speculating, somebody who isn't sure what's really going on. This is someone who was worried enough to actually physically show up at their home and now call in for concern. And sure, look, like I said, some people just don't show up to work. It happens. Some people are unreliable. But that's not who Spencer was. And context really matters here. Now, for anybody not familiar with the area, Athens and Columbus are about an hour apart, give or take, depending on traffic, which I don't know that many people who are going to carve an hour out of their day to drive over to a coworker's house and then stand outside and call 911 unless they are genuinely concerned and truly believe that something is very wrong. So that alone, in my opinion, should have been enough for the operator to just kind of like drop whatever dismissiveness or attitude they had. But when you also combine that with multiple people calling in, all saying the exact same thing, that this behavior is completely out of character, it really does paint a clearer picture. This wasn't an overreaction. This was instinct. And then just 5 minutes later, another 911 call came in. So at this point, the concern isn't just like idle, it is escalating.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
1411 North 4th.
Okay, 1411 North 4th. We've got several calls on that. What's changed since the last person I talked to?
There's a body. There's a body.
There's a body inside?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get you on the line with the medic, okay? Stay on the line.
There's a body. Our friend wasn't answering his phone. We just did a wellness check. We just came here, and he appears dead.
Okay.
There's blood. He's laying next to his bed, off of his bed, and there's blood. I can't get closer to see more than that.
Okay, so you can tell he's obviously not breathing or anything?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it like kind of like huddle, like, you know, does he look like...
It doesn't look huddled. I can't look.
Okay, all right, I understand. Okay, and then when was the last time somebody spoke to him?
Yesterday, I suppose.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yeah.
How old is he?
37.
37, okay. Is he like a drug user or anything like that?
No.
Okay, all right. Just that's a real young age.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, all right, we're on our way.
So after that last call, there are a few different things that we need to unpack. And honestly, this is kind of where it gets really difficult to listen to. Because first, once again, the operator has that same tone, the kind that makes it sound like, why are you calling again? We already did a wellness check. We've already gotten multiple calls, like what's going on? But here's the problem with that. Because yes, technically the officers did go out. They knocked on the doors, they tried to make contact. We saw that in the body cam footage. So on paper, it looks like the welfare check was done. Except it wasn't. Because the house that they went to, it wasn't even Spencer and Monique's home. Not even close. The officers went to the wrong address entirely. So whoever actually lived there was likely at work or out of the house, which is why nobody answered the door. It wasn't going to their actual family home and realizing that nothing was wrong. So, I mean, in this moment, so far as the police were concerned, they believed that they had checked on Spencer and Monique. But in reality, there was no welfare check at the correct address. None. And that detail, it wouldn't come out until days later, after the department had enough time to do damage control and issue explanations, the whole 9 yards. So at the time that these calls were coming in, everybody was operating under a false sense of reassurance. So yeah, there was a welfare check, but also there very clearly wasn't. And that distinction, it changes everything.
We did receive a call for a wellness check. I think it was around 9:03 a.m. And we did have an officer that responded to that wellness check initially. That officer, unfortunately, went to the wrong location initially as it related to that wellness check. It was not the right house. He spent about 10 minutes doing what he thought was appropriate had it been the right house, knocking on the door, going around to the backyard, doing all the things that you would do in an effort to try to reach out to the family or to anyone that may have been in that home. It was not the right location. We later received another call saying, hey, this is, we need someone out here. And so we did respond back to that location about 40 minutes later where
the location where the call came from.
Where the actual call came from.